The next segment is the Delhi High Court. A plea has been filed in the High Court of Delhi seeking to formulate a policy to issue Rs 50 coins to provide equality of opportunity and ease of doing business to the visually challenged citizens of the country. The petitioners claimed that they undertook a study on the distress and inequalities faced by the visually impaired citizens of India due to the design of the currency notes, which makes it difficult for them to distinguish between the various denominations of the currency. The Delhi High Court dismissed Air India's appeals against an order directing the reinstatement and payment of back wages to over 40 pilots whose services were terminated last year. The pilots had moved the High Court last year after Air India refused to accept the withdrawal of their resignations and terminated their employment. The next segment is the Bombay High Court. The Bombay High Court in Nagpur stayed a notice issued by a court in Washim district of Maharashtra to State Minister Nawab Malik in an Atrocities Act complaint filed by Narcotics Control Bureau NCB officer Sameer Wankhede's cousin. Mr. Malik's lawyer, Jagvijay Singh Gandhi, said Mr. Wankhede's cousin Sanjay Wankhede had filed a complaint at a special court in Washim seeking registration of a case under the Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act against the NCP leader. Coming to the rescue of a man, the Nagpur bench of Bombay High Court quashed a police complaint lodged against him for allegedly hurting sentiments of a community by circulating a Facebook post. He was, however, directed to grant compensation of 20,000 rupees to Gadchandur police station in Chandrapur district for wasting their time in investigation by depositing the amount into police welfare fund. The High Court of Bombay held that an accused can be granted pre-arrest bail even if he is in the custody in connection with another offence. The next segment is the Uttarakhand High Court. A gay couple in Uttarakhand's Udham Singh Nagar who approached the Uttarakhand High Court for protection will get police security to shield them from their families that are opposed to their relationship and their decision to live together. The next segment is the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. The Jammu and Kashmir High Court has recently upheld the preventive detention order, holding that where individual liberty comes into conflict with an interest of the security of the state or public order, then the liberty of the individual must give way to the larger interest of the nation. The next segment is the miscellaneous news. A petition has been filed at a local court seeking prohibition on namaz at the Shahi Idgah located close to the temple in Sri Krishna Janmasthan in Mathura. In recent months, some organizations have moved the courts seeking the removal of the Idgah, claiming it is built in the actual birthplace of Lord Krishna. The final segment is the international news. The UK Supreme Court ruled against gender neutral passports on Wednesday, saying that gender can be used to confirm someone's identity. The court unanimously dismissed the case, according to the BBC. The justices said the gender of passport applicants is a biological detail that can be checked against birth, adoption, or gender recognition certificates. Twitter is fighting Donald Trump's lawsuit against the company over his ban. The former US president has claimed that the ban violates his First Amendment rights, which are a set of rules protecting free speech in the country. The social media giant has argued that Trump's lawsuit fails to understand the rights. According to Bloomberg, Twitter said that it's a private company that is not constrained by the federal constitution and the government does not have the power to force a private institution to disseminate speech with which the operator disagrees. Twitter also made it clear that Trump agreed to its rules and policies when he created the account but proceeded to repeatedly violate those rules. Thank you and have a nice day.